Okay, I'm going to begin the disassembly of your engine here, Jeremy. Now, one of the things I just noticed, maybe that rogue screw, and here's my bin. I've got my bin here labeled right, left, common. Hopefully all those are going to fit in this. So when I disassemble a twin cylinder engine, I always reference everything as if I'm the pilot behind the engine. So this will be the left cylinder, this will be the right. Now I think Saito's manuals always reference left and right as if you're at the front of the engine, but that's not how I do things. I do it like this. So I've got my bin set up. Now, one of the things I just noticed that I missed on the initial inspection is I think when that rogue screw, there might be another one that's missing, because there should be two screws here holding this carb on, and it's rather cocked. It's like it's not really in place properly either. So I think I'm going to start by just removing the carb here, because it doesn't look like it's seated properly. Yeah, there we go. So it was just a matter of it not being seated properly, it looks like. And maybe that's where that one screw came from. No, I don't want you up here right now, Sasha. No, no, no. I've got stuff going on here. This is not a time for you to be up here. Let's go on to the exhaust. I don't think the exhaust matters so much as far as right and left. I pretty much know which side the one with the nipple was on. Plus they're not going to fit in these bins. That one feels weird. Maybe it'll fit in this common bin here, I don't know. Alright, I think next thing I'm going to do is remove this rear cover. I apologize, Sasha, this is just not the time. This doesn't have a vane pump in it because it's got this mechanical pump here, which is not a user serviceable device. So I won't be disassembling that. The 80s and 90Ts had a vane pump here that would rotate. Okay. Let's go to our rocker covers here next. I had one of these FA-100Ts years ago and had some really bad experience with it. In that one of the pins was just really one or more of them, they were really torqued on there, and that's a little bit of a concern with this because knowing this is a used engine. And some of the things that Jeremy already described as having seen with this is a little bit of a concern. So I'm going to alleviate some of that concern right away here by seeing if I can get these things out right here, right now. Good. Yeah, that one's dislodged. Look at that. You may not be able to see it because the head is black. I don't like that at all. Did I get that thing? Yeah, I got that pin out. So the thing that's I think is really unusual about this is that the FA-100T I had also had dislodged push rods from the rocker arms. It's almost like, well, 2 out of 2 that I've worked on had that issue, so it's like, what the hell is going on? Is it a design thing with this engine? Or what? Yeah, that might be the spring that's broken there. Let's take this head off. Now I've got my cut down Allen stock here so I can get it in there. Okay, so one thing you guys might want to see is how this is, boy, I don't know, this being dark. See if I can pull this light down a little bit more. I don't know if that's going to help at all. Where did that come from? I'll have to review the video. I didn't see where that came from. I don't remember that being a part. You can see this is not a boxer engine. It shares, the connecting rods share one crank pin. So this is considered an odd fire engine. At least that's what Clarence Lee and other people have called them, odd fire. Look at that. Not much real runtime on this engine. I'm going to need my pick. So one of the things everybody needs to be very aware of when it comes to disassembling a Saito engine is when you pull the head off, you're going to have these piston pin retainers. And they're very easy to lose, and some engines they just don't sell them anymore. Sometimes they fall right out, and other times like now you really kind of have to get in there and coax them out. Need to have at least one of them out. So anyway, what I was saying, wow, that piston ring feels like it's completely compressed in the piston groove too. So what I was saying is you have to be very cognizant of these things. Man, for such a low time engine, I'm really surprised that I'm having such an issue getting that thing out of there. It popped out. It popped out and gone into the crankcase. There it is. That's the other thing, is can be really hard to find too. So you really gotta. Now you can go in, once you get one out, you can go in from the other side and push that other one out. Now it's a matter of getting that piston off. It's going to probably require some oil and heat, and I don't know that I really need to do that at this point. I think if I take this other head off, that I can extract the connecting rod. So I think I'm just going to go straight to removing this other head. One I already broke loose. Let's see, this wrench of mine is bent from breaking fasteners loose. That one doesn't want to let go. I'm not sure what the availability of parts are for the 100T. I know a lot of parts are becoming harder and harder to find. The color of this engine is really, and of course the background of my mat, my other side of this mat, the lighter side, was just getting really gross. And I haven't invested the $18 in a new mat, but the dark matte surface here, this black engine, and of course I got a dark shirt on, everything is dark when I look up into my LCD, and it's like you may not be seeing much here. And of course I'm not talking much either. Those feel good. That one's broken. Or is it just that valve is stuck down? Ah, there we go. Yeah, something's not right there. Okay. Let's see if this one's going to give me troubles. Not so much. Okay, so this piston ring is free, and this one is fully compressed. Let's just see if this will come off here now. Or if I actually have to remove the pistons heads to get this to come off. I might actually have to do that. It's looking like I do. Yeah, that's not something I was prepared to do at this moment. So what I'm going to have to do is oil this and heat this up. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take these guys off. It'll give me more clearance because I'm going to have to stand this thing up with a punch and push that piston pin out. And right now this will be in my way. So I got this. This is the left side. Let's go ahead and just take these cam boxes off. Smells like either it's just the smell of Marvel Mystery Oil in this room, or it smells like maybe, Jason, you used some Marvel Mystery Oil here. It should just want to pop right off. Why don't you want to come off? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I might probably have to heat this thing up. I really would like to get that thing off. Is there a reason why this is not wanting to come off? No, there should not be a reason. Let's see if this other side will come off with the pump on it. So that'll give me a little bit of leverage. Is that already loose? Something doesn't feel right about that head. How is this not fitting in here? A bunch of garbage in these heads or what? Maybe there's just garbage in here. That's better. Take the garbage out first. Definitely garbage in that head. I just don't understand why these things don't want to just pop right off here. There's nothing else holding them in place. Absolutely nothing holding them in place. That ring is completely compressed. Well, I'm going to have to just get my heat gun out here and just start heating things up. It's really going to be a pain in the butt if I can't get around here. Maybe I can get my punch over here on this side. What size do I need? That's the one. Will I be able to get it over there? Should be able to get that out. Slide this guy over here. So I'm going to turn the camera off real quick and put some oil on this and heat this thing up. Now, let's see how this one's supposed to come out now. Budging at all. I can just get this. It's like that one really needs to come out. Oh, I think I did get it to budge a little bit, I think. Really can't come up here right now, Sasha. It's really not a good time or place to be up here. It's coming out. There we go. remember it being kind of a wiggling match to try to get these things to come out of here. That's why you really had to get that thing right side. So the left side is the one that has the dog bone. It's rather warm. Connecting rods just don't look very healthy. Probably pretty warm. Might be able to go ahead and get this collet off here. Or drive hub, I should say. Where's that piece of crap? Crescent wrench. Okay, we got pressure on there. A little bit more oil in there. Make sure we got good engagement here. Well, this is the set I had to modify the jaws cutouts. Well, Sasha's playing with the doorstop. She's really either hungry or bored, or both. Oh, there we go. Glove on again here. Maybe I can get this disassembled and go get my lunch. Yeah, that's what I usually use my vise to set this on. Use my block to I need to open this up more so that'll fall out. Not just coming right out of there. Got plenty of room there. don't know if it's that collet that's hanging on so tight or what. There's our crankshaft. Rather warm. Of course, there's a drive gear in there that didn't come out. That's probably why it was hanging up on there. So I gotta try and finagle this up through here and see if I can't pop this bearing out now. Here's the front bearing. There's a spacer. I don't know if that thing is going to want to come out of there. There we go. There's our drive gear. If I can catch an edge on, maybe start popping that bearing out. May have to get a lot more heat going through it though. Doesn't feel like it wants to. There it goes. And there's our rear bearing out. So there we go. Now it's lunchtime.